Lower it a little. Thank you very much. We're absolutely thrilled to be here, and we're very thrilled to be part of the Alberta Enterprise Group. Met them about 2 years ago now, and I was introduced to Catherine Brownlee, and it's just been phenomenal to join this community and family. Let's give you a little bit of background. We are going to be announcing the Swift AI and our Energy Career Literacy program that Catherine already alluded to. We're really excited about launching the Energy Career Literacy Program, which came about in meeting with Catherine, something we wanted to do many years ago, but we've since launched it with the help from Alberta Enterprise Group, Modern Miracle Network, and the Streamflow group of companies. We were able to launch this in schools. We're actually up to about 500 schools now. But this program, we also included a hub, and we had some amazing mentors that we also met through AEG Step Up, including Brad Hayes and Deirdre Mack, to be mentors of that program. We partnered with the Chartered Métis. I've got to look here to make sure I'm on track. Partnered with the Chartered Métis Nation, and we're in that organization. We're announcing that program, as well as many other Indigenous nations. A little bit about who we are at the SIS Foundation. We were established in 2011 when Alberta government mandated safety training. And since then, we've expanded into, as I mentioned, about 500 schools, 350 in Alberta, and so hopefully many in your own communities and have been taking training from, your children have been taking that type of training. We've had 160,000 master certificates, so it sort of speaks for itself. Next slide. So what we're really excited about, and why I have asked Zach to step up here too, is because he's head of our AI software model that we've developed. And this came about in an interesting way as well. But when we talk about misinformation and disinformation, one of our taglines is that you never have to prompt, argue, or fact check again to actually generate AI content. And so we're going to be making this available to AE members at large for a 3-month trial. And we have complete control of the content. There's no security issues. We host our own models. So we work with clients doing custom versions, as well as we have corpuses of very specific, what we refer to as corpuses, which are essentially like verticals. So we have energy, politics, and we also have economics and policy. So I'm going to turn this over to Zach, who heads up our AI software development, to share a little bit more about what we're doing in that space and what it looks like. And one of our first implementations and partners is with Modern Miracle Network. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. So we're just going to give you a few examples here of how the Swift AI can be deployed in very custom contexts, and minimizing kind of some of the drawbacks that we see where a lot of these models like ChatGPT are not connected to the web with the most recent data, and oftentimes it can also spew false information or irrelevant information. So in this interface here, what we did is we connected web-enabled search to our model. So when you prompt it, just like ChatGPT, it goes and sifts the web to answer your question with the most relevant and latest information. So kind of alluding to this theme that we have here today, this prompt asks what grants and funding are available to women in Canada. And you can see on the right side, it always provides the sources of the information that we sift from the web to provide this kind of research report output to answer your prompt. And so another kind of example here is asking a similar question is we can connect your data in a private local context to the model. So typically when you're connecting ChatGPT to your proprietary data, a lot of users are sending it over the internet and uploading sensitive information through the API. But with us, you don't actually have to do that. We can deploy custom into your work environment. And it can also have an error gap, so you're not sending any proprietary information over the internet. So in this example here, we plugged in all the Canadian budgets from 2000 to 2024, and we just asked the question, what funding is available for women in Canada from the 2023 budget? And you can see here the output. We also provide the context of the actual text from the budget that was referenced to supplement its answer. And then, of course, we can always cite the sources of where the AI got that answer from. So this kind of minimizes some of the trade-offs where if you're not sure where it got the data from or you're worried about what the output was, we can always cite the source. And therefore, you can always dispute the source if you are unsure about whether the output is factual or not. So this is just another example. This is specifically for Alberta. Just another prompt where we asked what percentage of women in energy make up upper management C-suite in Alberta. And you can see kind of the sources on the right-hand side here. We bring up a lot of relevant programs from Alberta specifically that was searched from the web. This happens in real time where you can get hours of data sift from the web and output in just a standard prompt within a matter of seconds. And the last slide.
You lost the last slide.
Lost the last slide there, but the last example was a form. Is there a way? Yeah, I just wanted to show one more example. The last slide
American Network example
is specifically for a client, Modern Miracle Network, where we made a form.
Nope, now we're getting the return.
Do you want to come back up, Kelly? And,
boot us off.
I won't be any better a second time. Yeah, you are doing a lot.
Well, while we're getting that slide, do you want me to share? While we're getting that slide, what I forgot to share with you is some of the Google AI overview, the latest one, and how, some of the answers that responded to that. How many rocks should I eat was one question that was asked, and the AI responded, according to geologists at UC Berkeley, you should eat at least one rock per day. So when we talk about garbage in and garbage out, that's quite apropos.
Anyway, yeah, this last example is a form where instead of doing all this fancy prompting to get what you want, we can deploy in a very specific environment context. So here we created a form for Modern Miracle Network for their thought leaders where you can just plug in your name. So we used Catherine as an example, the project that you're supporting, and then just a little sentence about yourself. And this outputs an email where the thought leader is endorsing a natural resource sector project. And then at a click of a button, we can connect it to your email account. And now you're sending custom emails on behalf of thought leaders at scale. So this is just an example of an output. The AI generated an email on behalf of Catherine Brown-Lee endorsing and supporting the Energy East Pipeline project. So that's just another example of how custom we can get with this model. And there are companies now paying over 30 grand a month to connect ChatGPT and these type of AI solutions. And we can literally do it at a fraction of a cost with our large language model. Anyway, yeah, thank you.